I've got a good one for you today in the world of the Dianna Russini, Mike Vrabel scandal, but this one's going to take some explaining. So pause the video if you have to, go grab some popcorn, come back, and we're going to work through this together, okay? As I always like to say, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Never take me too seriously. All right, guys, this is about the AP voting process. I've been screaming at the top of my lungs. We need to know if Dianna Russini voted for Mike Vrabel for Coach of the Year. It was a very close race. For all we know, Mike Vrabel has an incentive in his contract that pays him over $1 million for Coach of the Year. We don't know that because coaches' contracts aren't as transparent as players' contracts are. But Josh Allen last year won a $1.5 million incentive in his contract when he won MVP. So it's completely plausible that Mike Vrabel got paid extra money when he won Coach of the Year this year. And Dianna Russini is one of 50 NFL Coach of the Year voters. But that's old news. We knew that already, even though the media doesn't like to talk about that angle. We've been talking about that for a while. The new piece here is this. I've been thinking about this one-dimensionally, guys. I've been talking about who Dianna Russini voted for Coach of the Year. Did she vote for Mike Vrabel or not? The Coach of the Year process involves first place voting, second place voting, third, fourth, and fifth. So if I was Dianna Russini and I did want to help my friend Mike Vrabel out and help him win Coach of the Year, not only would I want to vote for Mike Vrabel for first place, but the people that were competing the most with Mike Vrabel, I'd want to make sure that they weren't on my second, third, fourth, or fifth ballot too, right? Here's the point breakdown. First place gets 10 points. Second place gets 5 points. Third gets 3 points. Fourth place gets 2 points. Fifth place gets 1 point. You can see that in the upper hand corner of the screen. This is right from the Associated Press. That's how the system works. So if I know from talking to my friends that Liam Cohen, who are other voters, that Liam Cohen and Mike Vrabel are neck and neck, I would want to make sure, if I want to help my friend Mike Vrabel out, that I'm not giving Liam Cohen my second place vote because that's 5 points. I'd want him off my ballot altogether. Now, it's rare, but voters can go off the ballot. I'm talking about the finalists. Before voting takes place, it is announced who the 5 finalists are for MVP, for Coach of the Year, etc. And voters do have the discretion where they can go off the ballot. And if I wanted to help my friend Mike Vrabel win Coach of the Year, I would vote for him for first place, and I would make sure that guys like Liam Cohen weren't on my ballot at all, or I would bury them maybe in fifth place or something like that, so he only got 1 point. You know it's going to be a close race. So here's the math on this, guys. When you add up, see those points next to each of these guys' names? Mike Vrabel got 302 points. Liam Cohen got 239 points. When you add up those points, you get, this number, 1,017 points for the finalists, okay? Follow me here. Each voter gets, you saw the 10, 5, 3, 2, 1 breakdown. Each voter doles out 21 points. There are 50 voters. So that means there are a total of 1,050 points to go around. But on this list of 5 finalists, it only adds up to 1,017 points. Do you see what I did there? Do you see Mike Vrabel, 302, Liam Cohen, 239? I added up all those points, and we're 33 points short. That means someone went off script. Actually, more than one person must have went off script. And I'm just wondering if there's a chance that it could have been Dianna Russini. Now, remember, in 2024, it was the first time the AP has ever released the ballots of who voted for who. And remember that Dianna Russini has admitted that she was caught off guard by this and had a little bit of egg on her face. I love Josh Allen, but I'm avoiding him right now. Why? She has admitted to telling Josh Allen she would vote for him for MVP and then actually voting for Lamar Jackson. Oops. Josh Allen had a $1.5 million incentive in his contract that year. He ended up winning. He got it. But then he, if he's reading the press, would have found out later that she didn't actually vote for him like she said she was going to. And I just can't happen to find any interviews with Josh Allen since that took place. So I'm speculating, but maybe Josh Allen's a little bit upset about that. But does Mike Vrabel have a $1.5 million incentive or a $3 million incentive in his contract for winning Coach of the Year? Very possible. He'd won the award before. I could absolutely see his agent wanting to work that into the contract. We need a couple answers here. Did Mike Vrabel win extra money from winning Coach of the Year, which was aided by Dianna Russini's vote last year? And we need to know who Dianna Russini voted for, not just this year, every year that she's been an AP voter, guys. I went back and looked. Remember, I just said the ballots were released from 2024. Oh, don't tell me she went off the ballot again in 2024 if she did in 2025. Don't tell me that when I pull up these votes and put them on the screen in front of you guys, don't tell me that Sean McDermott, who she worked with in 2014 and wasn't one of the 5 finalists, don't tell me he ended up on her ballot. Oh, God, he did. He got a 4th place vote from Dianna Russini. And Dan Campbell, who ended up in 2nd, who a lot of people thought might compete with Kevin O'Connell that year, gets buried on her ballot in 5th. Now, this could all just be a coincidence. Absolutely. But shouldn't we be asking questions? Shouldn't we be curious if Mike Vrabel has an incentive in his contract? Shouldn't we be curious who Dianna Russini has voted for in the past? Shouldn't the AP be answering some questions? The AP has not said a word. This isn't a figure of speech like, oh, they've not said a word. They literally have not addressed this issue, period. Dianna Russini's still an AP voter right now. They need to release her votes this year, just like they did last year, and any award vote that she has ever had, because this does not look very good. And the longer that the AP refuses to acknowledge this, the more it makes me skeptical of them. Remember, I just posted an article this morning about a certain AP writer who I reached out to because I thought the way he wrote his article about Dianna Russini was very shady. He won't talk to me on the record. He sent me to corporate. I emailed corporate. They won't get back to me. The AP is being silent about this, guys, and this stinks. This smells very, very fishy. We need to be asking these questions.